Hey everybody! Today I wanted to actually have fun and do something I don't normally do. I know usually I just sit here, talk at the camera, and I'm sure it gets boring for you guys. So today I actually wanted to do a countdown of my favorite Disney movies. From what you guys can see, you can tell I probably love animation, anime. I'm really into all that stuff, but my favorite is Disney. It's what I grew up on. My whole family watches it. It turned me into the theater kid I am today. I listen to it almost every day. So I just wanted to talk about a couple of my personal favorites that I really, really enjoy. So here we go. Starting at number 10, I'm going to say it's The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It was one of the first Disney movies I remember watching on a VHS tape, and I really enjoyed Esmeralda. I think she was kind of the opening door to me discovering my sexuality because she's gorgeous. For some reason, they animated this gorgeous woman in it, but it also taught me that it's okay to be different, that I don't have to be this perfect girl that always follows every rule. And if there's something I don't agree with, I need to be vocal. I need to be outspoken. I need to be like Esmeralda. Number 9 is Beauty and the Beast. I'm not really a fan of the traditional Disney princess movies. I would probably say this is one of my more favorite versions of that. I don't really particularly enjoyed the whole damsel in distress, and I think that's why I like this one so much, because Belle isn't necessarily a damsel in distress. She actually is more of a hero. You guys remember Mickey? Belle also was another inspiration for me growing up. I'm a natural brunette, and I felt like most of the Disney princesses I had seen were very blonde, very helpless. They couldn't really do much. And I really didn't identify with that. As I grew up, I became more outspoken as a woman. And I wanted someone who loved books, loved being outspoken, didn't take anything from anyone else. And so I really identified with her as a character. But it still was a little too princessy, happily ever after sort of vibe that I wasn't crazy into, especially growing up. That's the animated one. I really, really like the new version with Emma Watson in it. She killed the role. I love the music. It's amazing. I think Evermore is one of my top favorite Disney songs that have ever come out. I want you to see that. Guys, I'm making a video. Number 8, I'm going to say Tarzan. Came out the year I was born. It's a family movie. It is so wholesome and just so adorable. I love how innocent Tarzan is when meeting Jane, and it's just so cute. Jane annoys the hell out of me. Least favorite of the Disney women. I can't stand her. But she's smart. She has a head on her shoulders. So I can tolerate her. I really like watching it because I like the character development that Tarzan has to go through. So number 7 is Moana. It's really recent and it grew on me. I was watching it all the time. It's kind of low on the list just because I didn't grow up on it. I think it's a great movie for kids of this new generation to grow up on. She's strong, she's independent, she doesn't have to be married off in the end to find happiness. She saves her island with the help of a friend and not a love interest, which I think is great. And she's such a strong woman, and it shows how it's okay to not agree with your parents. And it's okay to go off on your own, and you can do great things by yourself. And I think that's something that is really important for kids to know. So my number 6 is probably actually The Greatest Showman. I know it's not an animated film, but it's come out recently, and the music just is so beautiful. I'm addicted to listening to it. I know the story is so not accurate to what actually happened. They really fibbed a lot of things, but that's Disney. They wanted it to be more dramatic, yada yada. But I really love the music. I actually sometimes cry when I listen to it. It's something I dance around to my room in. I think it is a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. Number 5 is Tangled. I love Tangled. I think it was such a fun movie to come out with. I think the work they did on Rapunzel's hair is beautiful. And it really is another one of those stories that says it's okay to stand up to your parents. It's okay to not follow their life plan for you, because their life plan isn't always what's actually best. So I think that's a really great lesson. I love Flynn Rider's character. I think that the fact that, he's this bad boy, but he's actually really not, and he just never was allowed to be vulnerable. Sorry, they're having a moment again. Aww, Chester's giving him kisses. Number 4 is Princess and the Frog. I love that movie. I actually read a Princess and the Frog type story when I was a kid, so I was really excited when the movie actually came out. I sang it for choir in middle school, and I actually had the opening intro solo, only because no one else was wanting it, so I took it. I think that representation is incredibly important, especially in a company like Disney, and I wish that there were more princesses and princes of color. I really enjoy the music that it has as well. I like that it's a little, not necessarily modern, but it's in a relatively more realistic era for history, I guess, to line up with, I can realize kind of the timeline and why things are the way things are. Number 3 is Aladdin. Do I have to say anything else? Aladdin is amazing. I think it's really awesome that it's actually more based off of a male character rather than a princess who is a damsel in distress. I also really like that Jasmine, who is a bona fide Disney princess, is still very independent, very not self-aware necessarily, because that whole scene, but she's very self-spoken. She doesn't want someone to speak for her. She doesn't just settle for the natural tradition. So I think that the movie is just really well done. Obviously, I love Robin Williams. Every time I watch it, I cry, just because I grew up on Robin Williams. I think everyone misses him every minute of every day. So, number 2 is Mulan. I love Mulan. Another one of those crazy independent women that kind of helped form me to who I am. My mom made me watch it so many times. I can almost recite the movie. It is so good. She's such an inspiring character, and she's not serious all the time. And the most inspiring characters sometimes are just so serious I don't like them as much. But I love that she's real. I mean, she's based off a real character. But she's, feels like a real normal person who has flaws and isn't perfect and doesn't always know what to do. Number 1 is The Lion King. If you know me, you saw this coming. I have been able to recite The Lion King almost my whole life. I love the music, I love the characters, I love the animation style, I love everything about it. There is not one single thing that I don't love about the movie. I cry like a little baby when Mufasa dies. Scar is my very favorite Disney villain. And Simba's an awesome main character to have. Nala, awesome. Sarabi, awesome. Zazu sucks, but he's an awesome sucky character. So, yeah, that's my top 10 Disney movies. Let me know if you guys want me to do more countdowns by leaving a like, leaving a comment of what your favorite Disney movie is and what you want me to do a countdown of next. Thanks, guys. Bye.